joining us now today on this first edition of that special partnership over the next few weeks is Janette Philips. She is the Executive Director of Share Detroit, joining us once again on the Megacast. Janette, thanks for being with us.
Hi, Tyler. Thank you for having me again. I really appreciate it.
Yeah, glad to have you back. For those that didn't see the last time you were on the show and are just now hearing about Share Detroit for the first time, tell us a little bit about your organization and reintroduce it to those that may be tuning in again, but don't remember way back to the last time we had you.
Sure, thank you. So Share Detroit is a nonprofit that our mission is to bring hundreds of nonprofits from Southeast Michigan together on one platform so that the community, the public, can go there to do research and find a nonprofit that speaks to them so that they can maybe donate during this holiday season, volunteer, attend an event, or shop on Amazon wish lists. And our website is very simple, sharedetroit.org, O-R-G. And so I encourage everyone listening and throughout November and December, visit sharedetroit.org and find a nonprofit or two that, really means a lot to you.
We're joined by Janette Philips. She is the Executive Director of Share Detroit, joining us on the Megacast. And what are some of the ways that your organization assists these nonprofits? You have them, of course, listed on your website. But you provide other help as well to get the word out there and to help them organizationally as well. Is that correct?
Yes. And so what, kind of the key ingredient to what we're doing by bringing, right now we have 232 nonprofits in one place, is we're enabling the nonprofits to be somewhere where again, the community can find them. So if a community member really cares about animals, the Humane Society of Macomb County is on our platform. Michigan Humane is on our platform. But there are many smaller animal shelters that do really important work that are less visible because they're just not as big or as, haven't been around maybe as long as Michigan Humane. So it allows us to help the nonprofits be seen, be more visible to the world, to the community especially, and also, by having volunteer opportunities on our website. Again, the community can just sort of Google inside of our platform to find hundreds of volunteer opportunities to support. Those can be remote, skills-based, or remote type work. Some are face-to-face now. Things are kind of opening up a little better thanks to the vaccine and, and the COVID kind of calming down a bit for all of us. But hundreds of opportunities to volunteer, whether that's at a soup kitchen, taking care of animals in an animal shelter, helping someone redesign their website or their social media campaigns. You name it, there are opportunities on the website for people to help and get involved.
We're joined by Janette Philips, Executive Director of Share Detroit. You can learn more information about her nonprofit at sharedetroit.org. That is sharedetroit.org. And so 231 nonprofits currently listed on that website, and they're all local nonprofits too, all with support for Detroit or support from Michigan, for many local areas in the surrounding vicinity of Detroit as well. Why is it important then to not only have this collective of these organizations in one place, but especially local organizations in one place, as people are getting into that time of the year where if they haven't been giving already, they're looking to as they approach the end of the year for whether just be out the goodness of their heart or to get into the spirit of the holiday season or for tax purposes, whatever the case may be. Why is it important to then have all of those organizations listed in one place for locals?
Yeah, so that's it in a nutshell. No matter what the reason, we want you to give during the holiday season. Traditionally kicking off on Giving Tuesday, which this year is November 30th. It's always the Tuesday after Thanksgiving. But again, it's easy. It's easy to use Share Detroit, and you will stumble on nonprofits that are doing great work, great mission work, that you maybe have never heard of. And an example of a literacy nonprofit in Northwest Detroit is called Siena Literacy Center. And so they help a lot of immigrants coming in from Africa are settling in Northwest Detroit, along with, traditional residents of Detroit. So they're helping with ESL and foundational English, reading, writing, literacy type things so that people can find jobs. So their Siena is very quiet, very small. It was founded by the Adrian Dominican sisters, but is not a religious, per se, a religious organization. Their mission is to help teach adults. So that's the key is, again, if someone has $25 or $50 or $100 to give, or $1,000 to give during the holiday season, use Share Detroit as a tool to do your research, investigate some of the missions that are there, find a nonprofit that speaks to you. All of the nonprofits are tied to the donation side through PayPal, so it makes it very easy for a person to donate. And Tyler, if it's okay, I just want to make sure I say out loud that Share Detroit, as the conduit and kind of the center of a spoke of all kinds of nonprofits and then the community around them, we don't take any funding. So when someone donates $25 to Siena Literacy Center or Friends of Animals of Metro Detroit, that $25 goes to them. PayPal will take their kick like they always do, but we do not. We are funded separately. We're not taking any money from the nonprofits when they join us or from the community as they give. So I think that's a real important note. We have kind of an altruistic mission of just bringing the nonprofits together, and now with your help, Tyler, and everybody on this megacast listening in, bringing the community to Share Detroit to do good to the over 200 nonprofits.
And what's great about this too, Jeanette, is that Share Detroit and their web, especially at your website, sharedetroit.org, it's not just opportunities to find these organizations and donate your money. You can also donate your time as well, and you get an in-depth look at each of these 231 currently nonprofits supporting Detroit listed on your website, and you can not only find them, not only shop in the way that supports them and donate, of course, but you can also find opportunities to give back through action as well.
Yeah, exactly. And a lot of times, people, maybe they'll donate $25, okay, but by volunteering, you really get to know the nonprofit. You get to know their leadership. You get to know the clients they serve. So volunteering is a really beautiful way to support everyone.
We're joined by Janette Philips. She is the Executive Director of Share Detroit. Learn more information on sharedetroit.org. And so we're in this partnership with you over the next few weeks leading up to Giving Tuesday on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday until November 30th. We will be having a Share Detroit nonprofit joining us at 10:20 in the morning on each one of those shows. And it's all leading up to Giving Tuesday. Tell us a little bit, for those that are unfamiliar, about what Giving Tuesday is, what the purpose of that campaign is, and how Share Detroit's really leaning into that campaign for this year in particular.
Thanks. Sure. So Giving Tuesday, I didn't know this until this year, but Giving Tuesday was begun by a woman in Houston, Texas, about 7 or 8 years ago. She just had this idea, and it's become this national and worldwide event for, again, the community to give back to nonprofits. And I think I know they raise millions of dollars. I don't know if it's $1 billion worldwide, but they raise a lot of money. And so Giving Tuesday, the hashtag Giving Tuesday that everybody sees everywhere, is truly also a different nonprofit designed to help nonprofits like me and all nonprofits do the right work to get the community to be aware. So it's always the Tuesday after Thanksgiving in the United States. And it's just a chance to reflect and give back before the hustle and bustle of the holiday seasons begin. Just think about how I can help. And so my message to your viewers is to use sharedetroit.org through November, when they have 10 minutes a few times to go in and do their research, look around, see what speaks to them, and kind of get organized for Giving Tuesday. Of course, they can give at any time. It's always ready for them, but Giving Tuesday is a big kind of splash moment right after Cyber Monday. So after they've purchased all their holiday gifts, they can come to sharedetroit.org and do some good for our local community. So
we're joined by Janette Philips. She's the executive director of Share Detroit. Learn more information on sharedetroit.org, and especially in this year, Janette, with the difficulties that our nonprofits, much like our independent businesses, had during the pandemic. Why is it more important now more than ever that if people can donate, whether it's their time, whether it's money, whether it's just shopping through your Amazon wish lists for these organizations for materials that they need, why now more than ever is it important for us to support our local nonprofits?
Yeah, so now more than ever, we're coming out from underneath the difficulty of COVID. And so there are more needs for more nonprofits now by the community, a la the literacy groups, organizations that help people with disabilities. We're getting out more, so there's more demand coming through. And also there's still demand for people with food insecurity or pets, people who either have to surrender their pets because they just can't maintain that. Sometimes people die, right? And we hope they don't die of COVID, but elderly people die and their pets need to be adopted. So there's a lot of reasons why the nonprofits really need support, and they ran deficits. The other piece of the puzzle is probably 80%, maybe more, of the nonprofits in our area ran deficits. So they can't, they'll go out of business just like anybody else goes out of business when their revenue does not match their expenses. So if the community can help any amount, small or large, it's a critical time for a lot of nonprofits to make sure that they can come out of kind of the last 2 years, maybe not stronger, but just at a break even. It's just, we need to help them. They do so much work, important work for the area.
You can learn more information about all of the 231 current nonprofits that are promoted by Share Detroit by going to their website at sharedetroit.org. Jeanette, thanks for being with us.
Thank you so much, Tyler.